you very much, Tom Ross. And the Waterfront Warriors do so many amazing things for the community, and it's really important that the entire Long Beach community supports their big fundraiser coming up. And let's hear more about the fundraiser this Saturday at the Inn from the president, Jerry Snell.
Thank you, Howie. This Saturday, July 7th at the Inn, July 7th, we're having a fundraiser to get some money raised to bring some soldiers up, Marines and soldiers up July 20th to the 26th. So please grab a couple of your friends and come down to the Inn and help support us. July 20th, we're bringing up 75 Marines and soldiers and their families for a week's vacation in Long Beach. They'll be staying mostly at the Allegria Hotel, the more severely injured guy. We're going to have a trip to the city. We're going to have a Met game the 23rd, and 3 days on the beach. We're going to have a cruise, fishing, so we're hoping to have a wonderful vacation for these guys. And all of our money comes from the residents of Long Beach and the surrounding area, so we really appreciate you considering coming out to the fundraiser this Saturday at the Inn, and thank you to Pete Jacobot for giving us all the proceeds from his establishment this Saturday. Thank you.
So Jerry, it's really important to attend the events, buy the raffles, buy the shirts, because all the money helps these great Marines and all the hard work you guys do throughout the year. It really depends on these fundraisers to make all these great things happen.
Yeah, well, we have to pay for, we have 75 seats paid for on JetBlue. We have to pay for the hotel, some of the housing, the trips to the city, just transportation, moving 80 people around is expensive, getting buses, etc. But we've got a lot of volunteers from Long Beach have helped us out in the past. So we'll be selling shirts on the boardwalk, the 14th and the 15th, the craft fair, and all of that money. Everybody in the Waterfront Warriors are volunteers. Nobody's ever received a salary, and over 95% of the money goes directly to the soldiers. So any help you could give, we'd appreciate it. This Saturday at the Inn, July 7th.
That's awesome. Waterfront Warriors is great. We'll hold this up. Henry jumps to All-State. Walter, we get this. And by the way, folks, you want to watch the show on YouTube. It's the name of the show is Halftime Howie welcomes David Henry to the halftime. David Henry makes an impact. How about that? David Henry makes an impact on the Halftime Howie show, and he certainly has. And as a coach, Greg, you guys won 13 in a row, but talk about how proud you are of David to be All-State in the triple jump and how hard he's worked to reach this great level.
David's been with me since 9th grade, and he's worked diligently with me and Mr. Bill Gibson as jumping coach. And one of David's greatest attributes is he is a true clutch athlete. Whenever there's a big meet at the county meet, he jumped his best meet. He won the counties, and he crushed the competition. When we went to Syracuse, once again, during his very last jump, where a lot of kids would be nervous and concerned, he jumped from 4th place to 2nd place, and a lot of it, he's got the natural ability, but a lot of why he was so successful was all the time he took working on the technical elements of triple jump. And he also helped his team to, as you mentioned, to undefeated Conference 2 champions, and he dominated triple jump and long jump all year.
David, tell everyone in Long Beach how you reached this level, because I know it's a lot of hard work, but how did you reach this level of being one of the best triple jumpers and long jumpers in all of New York State? How did you get to this level?
Well, I got to this level from experience, from trying to be the best I could be, 9th grade, pushing myself to break a school record in 10th grade, to coming close to going upstate in 11th grade, which is very hard for me because I missed it by 2 inches, and I was almost there to go upstate for the first time. During the winter season, I went upstate. I came first in the conference. I went upstate and to Cornell University, and I didn't place at all, which really hurt because I seen a lot of good jumpers out there. A lot of the jumpers, I know that I could have done better, but I don't know what happened. It just didn't pull through that day. I think it was the Chinese food I ate the day before. But springtime came. I was more hungry to place. So during the season, I'll push the teammates and everybody who was around me to practice harder, so we could become 13-0, become Conference 2 champions, and come fourth at the county meet. At counties, I came in first, and I came in first on my second jump, and then blew the competition away on my last jump. And then again, at state qualifiers, I was winning the whole time, and then blew the competition away on my last jump with the jump of 46-1, which was my best jump. 46-1, which was my best jump at the time. Then I was so happy I was going to states that I was just hungry just to be on that podium. So I didn't want to come home with no medals or anything, and I wanted to make my parents proud and the whole Long Beach community proud. So I went up there trying to be the best I could be, and watching videos all night the day before, and it was just paid off. I ended up coming in second.
All right, that's awesome. And your coach was telling me before the show that you're a well-rounded man. Talk about the fact that music is a passion. And I got to believe that a person who's passionate about a lot of things, it helps you for your track because you enjoy life.
Yes, that is true. Music was actually a big thing that helped me with the track, because I'm very into music. Before the track, I was always into music and didn't do anything else but music. And then once I found out that I had potential in track, I was doing music and track. And then for some reason, like certain music would get me more pumped for track. So music has always been there for me when I need it.
So how about we'll invite you down a week from Thursday to Hub Billiards to show off your music talents. Is that a deal?
Yes.
All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's give it up to David Henry. I got one more thing for Coach Malone. You know, there's a lot of great athletes in all of Long Island, but I gotta believe the best high school athlete in Nassau County, Suffolk County, this school season resides right here in Long Beach. And I'm talking about Dylan Palacio. What this kid accomplished this senior year at Long Beach is off the charts. He was all-county in soccer, one of the finest soccer players in the county. And he comes from the famous Palacio family, where his grandfather's a 3-time state championship wrestler. His brother is a professional soccer player. But anyway, all-county in soccer. He follows that up by being an undefeated county, state, and national champion in wrestling, going undefeated. He defeated the best wrestlers in the county to be an undefeated national champion in wrestling, and then he followed up in track
2 county titles.
with 2 county titles. So I don't know. I would even venture to say, we're talking about all county in soccer, all American in wrestling, and 2-time all county. He might be the best athlete in all of New York State. What do you think, Coach Malone?
Well, you won't get an argument from me, but Dylan is an incredible competitor. For us, he ran, believe it or not, as big and strong as he is, he ran distance. And he ran 2 mile, he was a county champion, and 2 mile he ran a 9:28. And he was also the county champion in the steeplechase, running a 9:48. Unfortunately, in the state qualifier, while he was doing the steeple, he rolled his ankle and he missed going upstate with David by 2 seconds. But he is an absolute ferocious competitor, and him coupled with David and a lot of the other guys we had really made us a very well-rounded team.
You made such an impression, David, that Steve Vaccaro wants to ask you a question.
Yeah, I was just wondering all the accolades that you got recently. What's your training regimen throughout your coach? Also, what's your practice like? Do you have a special diet? How do you maintain? How do you compete?
Well, diet, I don't know, because I like to eat a lot. lot. So
But he burns it off.
yeah, I burn it off. But with practice, I go through each step of my jump. So my first jump is a hop. I do that like repetitively, and then I'll go to the second part, which is the skip, and then I'll do that repetitively, and then I'll finally put it all together with the hop, skip, and the jump, and that's how I got my technique down.
We do a lot of plyometrics, a lot of box jumping, we work a lot on foot placement, where his arms should be, and a lot of credit should go to Mr. Bill Gibson, who joined our program 2 years ago, and he just did a phenomenal job working with David and helping me get better at triple jump.
That's awesome. Another great, we love promoting great events in Long Beach, and let's hear from Dennis Brooks about another great event coming up at Minnesota's on July 15th.
Oh, thanks, Howie. Yeah, it's July 15th over in Minnesota's, and it starts at 3 o'clock. And John and Darren have been unbelievable over in Minnesota's the last 9 years that we had it. And we just raised a lot of money for the burn unit. And it used to be St. Raphael's School, but since they closed down, we wanted to give half of it to the Wounded Warriors, because that's something that's in line with Mike and the way he thought. That's something that he would want to do. So, yeah, he was just an incredible person. I'll just talk about Mike. He came out of 5404 in the city, and he passed away in the World Trade Center. And he was just an incredible guy, real fun, loving guy, a real leader in his family and in his community, and with us as friends and stuff like that. So we just wanted to put something out there and have a tribute to him every year. And we have AOH been great, Billy Payton and everyone else been really great with the bagpipers and everything. So we just have a really fun time. I'm just hoping that everyone comes down and supports us, and we're just looking forward to it. So, it's July 15th again at 3 o'clock, and it's going to be 50-50 raffles and all types of raffles. So it's going to be good. Thanks, Howie.
That's great. Another great event, and that's what makes Long Beach special. Someday, Halftime Howie Show wants to get a website. You can like us on Facebook, but Mark Anthony is going to talk about training for success. And he makes people successful. Let's give it up. Lives in the west end of Long Beach, Mark Anthony.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Howie. Long Beach has so many wonderful businesses. It also has so many great causes, as we've been speaking about. And a website is such an essential piece of the marketing for any wonderful cause, any wonderful event, or the business, of course. And you got to really think about doing several different things. Getting people to your site, getting people to call you about your event or about your business, and of course, you need to make sure that people keep coming back, keep coming to your events, or keep walking into the doors of our local businesses. Because again, as a local business, to keep growing in this community, to keep sponsoring such wonderful things taking place, you need to make sure that sales go up, the size of your sale goes up, and then of course you have repeat sales coming. So the same practice that works for a business really works towards a great fundraising event. A simple example, one of our local businesses, Bill Powell over at Universe Appliance, working so hard to serve people, and in doing that, he needed to make sure people were coming to his website. He needed to get those visits. He needed to make sure then that turned into getting customers. Now, how would you do that for either your event or a business? And for those folks out there that have a business, you need to stop for a moment and just think, are you doing just several simple things? Do you have a maps listing? Do you have that little bubble that tells people in Long Beach, hey, here's a local business, or here's an event that's taking place? Are you doing something using the sponsored search that Google has to have you show right up at the top of the page? Because if you have a great message, you need to make sure that you're on page 1 so that people know about it. And of course, what are you doing to edit your site? Are you editing your site in a way that people understand how you're helping children, families, or of course the residents of the community if you're one of the local business people? So all of these different things need to be taken into account to make sure that things are growing. And as you do that, when you think about possibly wanting a new website, just stop for a moment and stop worrying about Google or Bing and stop and think, how can you write for a person? How can you tell a person where you stand out or how you're going to help some cause in the community? But while you're doing that, the real secret is, can you also write with the search engine in mind so that they choose to show you as well? So write for people, write for the search engine, and your wonderful causes start to stand out. Because quite honestly, you're going to have a great event if you put together a simple site, and with your simple cause, someone can actually find how you're helping children, as we speak a little bit later, who might have lost a family member to a disease such as cancer. Or, if you have a great cause, how are they going to learn more about the event that's taking place at Minnesota's? Or, maybe I can't attend something for Wounded Warriors, but gosh, those veterans really deserve our help. So how can I donate to you if I don't have the ability to get to your event? The website answers every single one of those. So it's such a tool to benefit your event, your cause, your mission to help others. It's also an essential piece, not to be an online brochure for a business, but also the essential piece to making sure your business grows, especially in this day and age. So that really can make a difference for all these great causes.
Mark, let's give the name of the website and how people can contact you directly.
To reach me directly, we also have an office right in New York City, and our number is 212-683-1834, and one of our websites is called ReduceYellowPageSpending.com. ReduceYellowPageSpending.com came up as the name because you don't want to spend thousands and thousands on that print advertising these days, when all of us have a smartphone in our hand, an iPad, a tablet, or some other way that could allow you to make that donation, or have someone find your business when they can come right in and become a patron to one of our local businesses.
Excellent. Let's give it up for Mark Anthony. All right, we're going to take a break, and after the break, he's a truly inspirational individual. You're going to hear about the Joe Satriano Foundation and his very emotional story and how he's helped so many families with scholarships in so many ways after the break. So don't you dare change that channel. Coming to you live from the prestigious real estate office of Prudential Douglas Elliman and our friend David and Sandy Kasner. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, Long Island's first and oldest radio station, 1240 AM, WGBB.